Hi guys, welcome back to Two-Stroke Running and Repairs. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Tuff Lumber Cutting guide. So I've already opened it, but I've just pulled it out of the box and then chucked it back into this video because I'm like, hey, I should do a video. So I'll bring you in and show you what you get in the box, and yeah. Alright, so we've got our main guide that the saw mounts into, the second rail for that, and all the appropriate screws, and an instruction manual which has a very basic how it goes together diagram, safety, assembly instructions, stuff like that, because there was a lot of people, I did some research and a lot of people complained that the instructions didn't actually show you how to put it together. Well, I'm not sure if they've maybe updated it, but you've got a clear diagram and you have instructions. So
we have these little studs, I presume, that they screw into your guide. And that's what the Allen key is for, for tightening those up. So that's how you place the saw in it. And then you've got this comes up from underneath and gets attached.
So the assembly instructions don't actually show you how to put this thing together. They tell you what to do, how to mount your saw in it, which is all very well, but it doesn't actually show you how to assemble this. It's pretty self-explanatory, but some people aren't all that bright when it comes to reading and working out what they need to do. So we've got that. So apparently there's two options to this. You can use the 3 little adjustment screws and clamp your chainsaw bar in here, or you can use these 2 bolts, drill some holes in your bar and actually bolt your bar to this jig, and I'd say you then have to possibly have to cut half of it off to do that, maybe. But I don't feel like drilling a hole in a bar until maybe I find an old one, which I don't have at the moment. But I'll grab you a saw and I'll mount this on here and we can have a look. Alright, so I've got the little 009 here. Not actually going to be using this for milling, but it's a nice easy one to practice mounting it on. Because another thing I've read a lot of people saying is that it's quite difficult to mount. So I'm basically just going to put all the screws down till firm, and then tighten it up. And that seems pretty good. I reckon if I did get myself a cheapo bar, probably a hurricane bar from Jono & Jono, I might take the plunge into drilling some holes through it and bolting this straight on. But for the time being, I think I'm going to stick with the screws. Looks like you mount that on your lumber, and then you can pivot your saw along and cut your lumber. But yeah, I'd be interested to see how those screws hold up with the vibrations and stuff. But good little lumber guide so that I can do some ripping, etc. I wish they had a torque spec that you had to torque specs to tighten these down to, because at the moment it's like, oh yeah, just tighten them down 1/8 of a turn each 2 or 3 times, which isn't very specific. Yep. And so it doesn't leave any marks on the bar, which is nice. Yep. So that's the Tuff Lumber Cutting guide. Hopefully I'll get some video for you of me actually cutting some lumber with it, or some slabs, and we'll see.